Hi there fabric jugglers, it's Babs here from Fiery Phoenix, and Sophie has decided at the last minute to join me. How long she'll remain I do not know. This is a very short upcycling tutorial which I'm hoping will make a difference to you for your sewing and the speed of your sewing. For me, a major faff is getting out the ironing board, setting it up to do my pressing, especially when I'm working on smaller pieces. So what I have done is I created an upcycled ironing mat. Woo, careful there. And what I've done, or what you will need, is a ruler, an old towel, and this one has got blue staining on it, so I don't really care for it anymore, but it won't come out in the wash, but it can still be useful. I've got an incredibly old pillowcase, just to save me the aggravation of sewing a final cover, and some board. This one's warped because I've just brought it in from the cabin, but once it's all assembled it works perfectly. So if you go away and grab some bits, and then I'll see you in a minute. So now that we've got all our bits and pieces, as I say, this is an incredibly simple tutorial. I won't even get the sewing machine out. I don't think that you'll need me to demonstrate the 2 rows of stitching on an actual sewing machine. Now, just to show you the size that I'm using, this is, if I measure it from the right end, 17.5 inches by 14.5 inches. Which I think is quite a reasonable size for you to be able to find. This came off of the back of a unit. Hubby had loads of bits of wood, hardboard. It's one of the pieces off the back of a wardrobe or a chest of drawers, the back panel. So any piece of wood will do, and if it's fitting inside a pillowcase, it needs to be the size that I've just said. And an old bath towel. It doesn't need to be an enormous towel, just a standard one will do. As long as it is larger than twice the size of your board. Simply fold it in half and sew down either side. I've done that in pink, so hopefully you can see that, which then gives you a nice little envelope. You can then slide the board inside the towel, and that gives you some padding. It also means that if you have a spill, or just you think it needs a bit of a clean up, you can take it all apart again and wash the various elements. The staining won't matter, it's more for the padding, to protect the hardboard and to protect whatever surface it is that you're ironing against. And then the joy of using this particular size of board is that you can then just slide it into an existing pillowcase. And as I say, this is the easiest and simplest of upcycling projects that there is, I think. 2 rows of stitching, and you have a very workable, very usable ironing pad. And again, I just fold it over, turn it around, and there I am ready to iron. I've got a bit of padding inside, I'm not straight onto the board, it's protecting my surface from underneath, and I'm good to go. And this is so much easier to use and store than just taking out my ironing board, setting up my ironing board, moving back and forth between 2 rooms, because there's not enough room in here where I'm sewing. There's definitely not enough room in my cabin. But a board like this, you can just quite happily pop away down the side and then bring it out again when you need it. So hopefully, although this was a very short, very, very simple upcycling project, it will actually be something which will make quite an impact on the time it takes you to sew and the convenience of your pressing. Let me know if it works for you. Let me know if you think it's a completely useless idea, but you've got something that works so much better. And pop all that information in the comments below. Hopefully you'll stick around and have a look at the rest of the channel. And if you like what you see, give it a thumbs up, have a subscribe. And pop on over to my Instagram channel if that sort of behind the scenes interests you, and hopefully I'll see you around soon. Bye for now.